Hello everybody! Here is a quick video on air fittings. I'm trying to save somebody from doing what I did. I'm a big fan of Milton. I've been buying their products for years. Recently I was working on my air compressor trying to get the CFM up on the my small air compressor, and I thought about buying these high flow fittings, thinking maybe this would help me a lot on my problem. So I searched all over the internet what's available, what's good, and I came up with 3/8 fittings, and I came up with Milton, these V high flows. And because I'm familiar with Milton's brand and they have good stuff, I just jumped on it and I just looked at the feedback quick. The feedback was good. I watched a video online. Feedback was, the video online was alright. So I said, alright, I'm just going to buy them. So I ordered a bunch of these fittings. And after I put them on all my airlines and all my tools, and got everything working, I made my video. And it did what they claim. I mean, it's got a nice big hole. The air blows right through. They work real nice. They're pretty. They're nice, lightweight. But there's one problem with them I didn't like. The thing self-destructed on me in no time. This fitting right here was pulled out of my air gun. And here, let me get a better shot. Here is an image of the broken fitting. And if you look underneath where this lip is right here, you can see where it's all damaged. The balls from its coupler just destroyed this fitting right here after only a few minutes of use with my impact gun. That's terrible. They're way too soft. This is not a professional grade plug at all. Homeowner maybe, but not professional. So after I made my video, I pulled all the fittings back out, took all these off, and I put them back in their original wrappers, and I mailed them all back to Amazon except one package to make this video. I can't stand buying junk, and if they're going to market something like this and be of this poor quality, they're getting them all back. Then what I did is I ordered 3/8 fittings. These are 3/8, so they're almost the same size as the Milton. They're made, you can buy them, make sure you get them with the 1/4 inch fitting, like Milton is a 1/4 inch. These fittings here, they'll thread right in. The coupler is a little bit bigger than Milton, but the same length otherwise. And these work fantastic. I already put pressure to them. They don't have that real smooth action like Milton. You got to pull it back and press them in, and they work and they hold. They don't leak. These have a real good surface over here. Underneath, they're very large. The balls will lock into that, no problem. These are steel fittings. They're also case hardened, like you would buy a wrench from Craftsman or whatever. You can't drill into them. They're case hardened. So these will last for you a lifetime. Almost the same size as Milton, but they don't have Milton's problem. Same length, nearly the same diameter, and the holes on the end are both very similar. I measured this with my verniers. This is 300 thousandths. This is 280 thousandths going through. If you want to open this up more, you have to drill it out 20 thousandths, which 20 thousandths is like 4 or 5 sheets of paper put together. So it's not that much material. But the sizes are very similar. They don't call these high flow because they're just bigger fittings. They're just 3/8. But compared to a standard fitting, I think it's 160 thousandths. the opening. This is 300 and this is 280. So this is the flow will be perfect. One final thought is if you want to drill these out to be bigger, just to try to match the Milton's size, you got to drill it with carbide. You can't drill it with cobalt or regular steel. They're case hardened and the drill will bounce right off. So you need to get a carbide drill to drill it out, which is, you know, hardware stores may have it. You have to look around. But that's the only way you're going to be able to drill this out is with carbide. Cobalt will bounce off, and a standard drill is, you know, way too soft compared to what these are. One final thought is you don't have to change all your fittings out either. Let's suppose right here, this is, let's say you have your air hose, your compressor is right here, and this is your lead coming out of your air compressor. All you got to do is get a fitting, a 3/8 fitting. Take your, let's say you're running 1/4 inch standard fittings to blow up your kids' tires on their bike or whatever. You got 100 feet of hose. All you got to do is make up another fitting. Let's say this is the 1/4 inch fittings that you're using, you know, normally to run in the driveway. Take a 3/8 fitting, screw it in, tape it up, lock it in, and this will just go into your compressor like that. Then you got your normal hose coming off that'll be running off into your, you know, inflate your tires. So basically make up this. So that's all you got to do. You don't have to buy you know, 50 or 100 bags of these fittings. You just need to get your 3/8 coming off your air lines. Get a few lines made up to run your high-powered air impact wrenches or whatever, and then just make yourself a round like this, just to connect to your other hoses when you need to. Well, that's my thoughts anyway, and what I did, and hopefully I could help somebody out. If you're looking in to try to buy some Hi-Flo fittings, don't buy the purple ones. I think I read in line that the steel ones will do it also, and so will the brass. So I would just avoid this brand totally. I would just go with 3/8. There's a link I put where I bought these on Amazon. I know these are good. Harbor Freight also sells them. Maybe Harbor Freight has a better deal. I don't know of their quality. Normally they're okay, but I know these are good. So I'll leave a link for anybody that wants to learn about these, or $18.98 or something when I paid for them. But hopefully I help somebody out. And don't shoot the messenger now, you Milton fanboys. I'm just showing you the truth. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.